Rescuers didn't know if this tiny pup would make it. Then they heard a bark that changed everything. When Los Angeles-based charity Road Dogs and Rescue took the bulldog Corey in, there were immediate concerns for his future. His small size and health issues meant that there were serious doubts about his survival. When you think of bulldogs, a certain image likely comes to mind. They're known as big and powerful canines with trademark grumpy faces and wide, heavy bodies. However, just like humans, even strong dogs are vulnerable to genetic disorders and health problems. For example, the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals performed a study of bulldogs across 30 years. The results showed that nearly 75% of them tested positive for hip dysplasia. There are also other organizations in America joining the fight to help bulldogs with special needs. One of those groups is Los Angeles-based nonprofit charity Road Dogs and Rescue. Road Dogs and Rescue is on a mission to transform the lives of bulldogs and special need pups in LA and spread happiness and healing, it writes on its Facebook page. And one of the animals that it took on was little Corey. Road Dogs and Rescue founder Nikki Carvey described Corey in an interview with the Dodo in October 2018. He's supposed to be an English bulldog, but he was not the right size, she said. When Corey first came to us, he was about the size of a can of Coke, she continued. He was pretty malnourished, very runtish, and it was really like, oh my gosh, this guy is so tiny. Is he actually even going to live? But despite being sickly and tiny, Corey had a will to live several times his size. Anyone who knows him knows what a huge spirit he's got, Carvey told the Dodo. Despite his small stature, Corey is scared of no one. While Road Dog and Rescue provided for its tiny newcomer, the charity came to realize he had no problem speaking his mind either. Carvey first noticed that as Corey's diet improved, he began to vocalize a lot more. Or as she told the Dodo, he's very talkative. Furthermore, she noticed that the pup's barking got more frequent when he found something disagreeable. Carvey continued, he likes to complain whenever we do anything that he's not 100% a fan of. The main thing he gets sassy about is food. If he's not getting his breakfast on time, you'll hear about it. But even as Corey's health improved, he still suffered from one pronounced issue in particular. He still wasn't walking properly. His legs didn't seem to be growing as they should, which reflected in the pup's movement. He kind of waddled along with his legs all splayed out, Carvey told the Dodo. As such, she feared the problem might be permanent. We thought he might be paralyzed, she elaborated. That's because the problem lay in little Corey's leg muscles, which didn't work properly. It's almost like the muscle doesn't know it can bend, Carvey added. I hated seeing him struggle, not being able to walk properly. As a result, the charity used tape in an attempt to recondition Corey's legs as part of his rehabilitation. Of course, the outspoken pup disagreed with that. According to Carvey, he wasn't shy about expressing his distaste. Corey wasn't big on the leg taping, so he always had something to say, Carvey told the Dodo. However, despite his complaints, he soon saw improvement, and it wasn't long before he was able to use his legs a lot better. Carvey added, Corey was motoring within a few days. He would be up and off exploring. Road and Dog Rescue followed up Corey's rehab with some hydrotherapy, which further improved his muscle condition. Carvey told the Dodo, I would describe Corey as a male diva. It's all about what he wants to do and when he wants to do it. That includes play fighting with his rescuer's other dogs who are several times his size. In fact, after Corey's rehab, his walk is now almost like any other dog's. There was also more good news for the plunky pooch. He found a permanent home. So many of these special needs puppies that we get, they're written off, Carvey concluded to the Dodo. But their personalities are so huge, it's almost like they have a bigger will to live. That's the good side of rescue.